Hatfield. I'm Maguire.
And I'm Josiah.
And welcome back to Exploring the Unexplored.
This week, we're at Safe Harbor Park.
Forged by fire, but destroyed by ice. Right here, this is a map of Safe Harbor. Over here you have Columbia, and then Hempfield is right up in here somewhere. But if you come all the way down about 15 miles, you hit the Safe Harbor Dam right here. And this is where the Conestoga River flows into. The Conestoga River flows all the way up into northern Lancaster, but it ends up south of the Safe Harbor Dam to flow into the lake that forms down here. Right here, we're at the Safe Harbor Village. This is the village that the workers used to live at. And before the dam actually, the massive iron ore that was found around here in the surrounding areas. So all the miners and the families used to live right in here. So now we're going to be walking where all the old houses used to be, where they were forged in fire, meaning that they forged the iron, but then were destroyed by the ice when the ice came up to the Conestoga River and destroyed them. So we're going to be walking this little trail here. We're going to find all the little houses and the trail signs. First, we're actually going to start with, there is a St. Mary's Church here. We're going to go read about this plaque here. Houses. So this was a ghost village. It really truly was. There were 70 houses here that the miners used to live in. This was the church that they founded, and the cemetery is above us here. So right here we're climbing up Main Street here, and we're going to get a look into where some of the old houses were built actually. Actually right here, over there is the brick building. That was the tavern for the village of Safe Harbor. So although we can't get really close to the old tavern and the old schoolhouse and possible church, we can get a little close to the Conestoga River down here. The Conestoga River flows into northern Lancaster, and as you can see from this sign right up here, it talks about the ironworks, which we're going to go check out real quick. So the blast furnace that we're talking about on the sign was the blast furnace that was located on the tennis courts, where the tennis courts are now built. It was operated in great quantities with iron, and it made railroad for Pennsylvania, which is actually the cool part. And it's possible that some of the railroad tracks are still here today. But then they also made iron for cannon for the Union Army. Right here, actually, we're not going to get out of the car since we're not supposed to park, but right now we're surrounded by the village of Safe Harbor. This is what the houses used to look like. And the cool thing is that people actually live in here. Right over to our right here is the hall of Safe Harbor, and this is where all the people used to meet up and gather for their days. And we're going to go explore the village a little bit in my car.
So yeah, these were the houses for the workers of the dam, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the dam hired a bunch of, the Safe Harbor Dam, as mentioned in our last video, hired a bunch of workers and contractors to help build the dam back in the 1920s, which was around the Great Depression era. So this is actually very valuable for the people working in the Great Depression because they got good paying jobs. Thanks for watching, Hatfield.
Make sure you go like,
subscribe,
and stay tuned for our final video.
Peace.
See ya.